guys, welcome back to another video. So last weekend I had a little trip down to London to Sega HQ on an almost all expenses paid trip to see and play Shenmue 1 and 2 before they get re-released next month. Got the train down there and met up with Adam and went up and was completely fanboying in their reception there. Loads of cool Sega merch. They even had a Ryu in a forklift truck. It's a very rare little figurine there. It's about 1,000 of them in the world, I think. But of course they've got one at Sega HQ reception, and yes, that was pretty cool in there. So then we were taken through to a meeting room where they had set up on a nice big telly Shenmue. It was a debug edition or something like that, but looks really nice. First thing that jumps out at you, of course, is the resolution. It looks so crisp, really nice. Even though they've not done any real work to the textures, that extra resolution really does this game justice, and it looks really nice. Yeah, they have added some kind of graphical features. There's a bloom effect that does give the game a slightly more kind of current feel, almost. It looks like, it definitely doesn't look as old as it is. And this isn't, I have to stress, this isn't the infamous bloom effect that people didn't like on the original Xbox Shenmue 2. This is very different. But yeah, it does look really nice. It plays dead smooth as well. The new controls, of course, you've got dual thumbstick controls, so no more tank Ryu. And it feels really nice to be able to play with two thumbsticks. So you can play it nice and cinematically and make the game look nice as you're playing it without having to stretch, get your hands in weird positions, as some may have done on the Dreamcast when you're trying to move him and move the camera at the same time. Your hand kind of all crossed over. But yeah, it's really smooth to play. And the load times, that was one of the biggest things that I noticed. Load times are practically non-existent. It's buttery smooth getting from area to area. So that's a nice little upgrade. Of course, that's expected on more powerful computers, but consoles. But yeah, really happy with it. I don't know what else to say about it. There's minor changes. Everybody knows about the little changes that have happened to it by now. I think there's nothing really that's not known already. Of course, I did sign an NDA, so there were some things that I found out about Sega history and plans and things like that I'm not allowed to talk about. But in terms of Shenmue, pretty much everything is already known. Of course, it's an old game anyway, so the game itself, it's not possible to really drop any big spoilers or anything. But yeah, it's just nice to see it running like that, dead smooth. And so I'm happy with that. I think people are going to be happy with it. I think some people voiced concern that it wasn't going to be 60 frames a second. Sega have already talked about why that is. Technical issues. People who watch this footage, you probably already know the story behind that and what they've said about it. But I can tell you that if you've got a TV that can force a game or anything to run at 60 frames a second, you can obviously do that to anything that you run on your telly. So you can do that to Shenmue, and it looks pretty damn smooth. It looks really nice. You might notice the odd little glitch here and there, of course, because it's not built to run at 60 frames a second. But if you have a telly that can force it to do that, then check it out. It looks really smooth. I think you'll be happy with that. I think those people that were concerned about the frame rate, most people, you probably got a telly by now that can do that. So just do that. Just force it to run at 60 frames a second. It'll work. But at 30, it looks lovely. Looks good. It looks really nice. They've got the Japanese and the English voice, so you can choose between which. It's nice to have that choice. I do kind of prefer the Japanese, I think, but it's also nice to hear Corey Marshall's Ryu. So anyway, it's a known entity. What else can I say about it? It's, it was really fun. Then we did a live stream to celebrate Adam's hitting 100,000 subscribers. And that was a lot of fun. We did it sat behind this big neon Sega sign. That was pretty crazy to be at Sega HQ doing a live stream. So that was pretty sweet. I was a bit nervous. Don't usually get that kind of large audience on my live streams. But it was alright, went well. I got some Sega swag. Holy crap, didn't even ask for this. Sega man. Yeah, I got, they gave me a copy of Sonic Mania Plus. So if you don't know the backstory behind this, there was a guy that was commissioned to convert the old Sonic games to run on mobile devices. And in his free time, more or less, his own little side project, he was using those assets and put together his own kind of new Sonic game, really, with the original assets. And Sega ended up being so impressed by this that they commissioned him to keep working on it and turn it into a full-on official release. So yeah, it's a new actual Sonic game, just like the originals, but a little bit better. Yeah, and it is the best Sonic. This is the best Sonic game ever made. I don't know if that's even debatable at this point. Yeah, it's absolutely fantastic, of course, and because it's obviously running on modern consoles, it's able to do things that are a little bit better than the originals. They've tried to make it stay true to the originals, so it really feels like you're in a time machine going back and playing some kind of lost Sonic 4 that was maybe due to come out on Saturn or something, because, yeah, obviously, you know, the levels are huge in this, I'll tell you that. Levels are absolutely huge. If you've not played it already, of course, this has been out before on a different issue. This is the Plus version with a bit of extra content and a nice little bonus. It's got a reversible cover. It's got the option of having this Mega Drive themed cover. How fucking cool is that? Right, and yeah, this edition comes with the art of Sonic Mania, a nice little art book. So yeah, free Sega swag. How cool is that? Yeah, so that was a nice day out. I don't think I've got really anything else to say about that. It was just a really fun day, and thanks again, Sega, for letting me see the builds of Shenmue 1 and 2. I can't wait for them to come out. Next month, there'll certainly be some content on this channel about that game. And yeah, that's it for this video, guys. Alright, and see you in the next one. Bye-bye.